What's up guys, it's Kara here, and for today's recipe I'm going to show you something very simple and easy to make using very minimal ingredients. So what we're going to make today are some very quick cupcakes using MTS protein, and we're going to actually use only 3 ingredients for this recipe, one of them being a simple packaged cake mix. Now if you want to make it homemade, go ahead and feel free to do your own homemade. You can do this from scratch. For myself, I wanted to keep this quick and simple, so I'm just using a boxed cake mix, which boxed cake mix is essentially pretty low in fat. You add in the fat with the oil. We're not doing that today, but this recipe is going to still have the carbs in it and a little bit of sugar, so this might be a better recipe for those of you who are bulking or maybe struggling to get in some extra calories but want to keep your fat low still. This will be the perfect recipe for you. So you're going to need your cake mix, you're going to need your MTS whey, and since I got a chocolate cake mix, I'm going to use today the MTS whey in creamy red velvet cake, which actually someone had tweeted me asking me to do more recipes with this, so here you go. We're going to use this in it today. And then our other ingredient, instead of using fat or anything like that, we're going to add to it some diet soda. So I'm going to use Diet Coke today. The Diet Coke flavor tastes best with the chocolate combination, but if you want to do vanilla cupcakes and use vanilla MTS whey, I'd suggest using like a Diet Sierra Mist or a Sprite, something like that. So to get started, go ahead and preheat your oven to 325 degrees. I'm taking out my whole thing of cake mix and just going ahead and dumping that in a bowl. The other thing you could do too, we're going to make it into cupcakes, but you could certainly do a cake with this as well. Whatever floats your boat. I just like cupcakes because it makes it portion controlled. All right, next I'm going to go ahead and add the MTS whey, and I'm going to do 2 full scoops of that. You guys can get your MTS whey obviously at tigerfitness.com. Shit, I'm wasting gains. This happens to be one of my favorite flavors. I love it for sludge. We're going to put this in there too because I'm eating it, so I don't care. Get it off my boob. Actually, I could use some boob gains, so maybe I'll keep it there. All right, next we're going to add, I measured out 12 ounces of the Diet Coke. You're going to hear it sizzle. Sizzle, is that right? That's probably not the right word. It's not really sizzling, but it's going to get really foamy and creamy. And what we're going to do to mix this up actually is use an electric mixer, as seen here. I'm going to go ahead and blend this up. If you don't have one, it's cool. You could certainly just use a fork, but to get like the right fluffiness combination for it to rise appropriately in the oven, it's best if you use an electric mixer. So I'm going to go ahead and do this and hopefully not make a ginormous mess. Once you've got it all blended up, I'm just taking a spoon to stir it up and make sure I didn't miss anything. And then I've got in here my cupcake tin already filled with my little cupcake holders, and I sprayed it with some Pam spray. So we're just gonna go ahead and you can use a spoon or a measuring cup. Kind of gets messy either way. To go ahead and just start pouring into each of the cupcake tins your mix. Once you've got your cupcakes all ready to go, we're going to put them right in the oven at 325 degrees for about 15 to 18 minutes. All right guys, I took the cupcakes out of the oven and I let mine bake for 16 minutes to be exact, and they turned out perfect. This recipe is going to yield 24 cupcakes, so you're going to be able to put 2 batches in there, or if you want, you could make 1 batch and then save the batter in the fridge for a few days and cook them up like couple days later if you want, but it's going to yield these nice big fluffy cupcakes. What you'll notice about them, since we just used soda in them, we didn't add anything like heavy to it, they're very light and fluffy, which I really like the flavor of them like that. The other thing is I like to eat these plain, so I encourage you guys to give these a try and eat them plain, but you could definitely add some frosting to them if you want, or you could do up my standard protein frosting, which is just a little Greek yogurt with like a little vanilla MTS whey and a little sweetener, and you could ice them up as well. So this is a very simple recipe, kind of fun to do to kind of make your cupcakes even lower in fat and add a little protein to them. So I hope you guys give this recipe a try. Don't forget to get all your baking needs at tigerfitness.com and keep checking back for more.